What's up, family? Welcome to an all new episode of Point of View. I'm your host, Junie B, checking in for Tally. She will be back tomorrow. But for today, you have myself, Raquel, Sunset. Welcome back to the table, and Ree. Welcome back, ladies. So, coming up on today's episode, Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good have officially tied the knot. And we have all the details. And later, in Unpopular Opinion, did y'all know there's literally a price to pay for your bride in Nigeria? This tradition might just blow your mind. So stay tuned, pull up a seat, and join the discussion. This is POV. Okay, so we want to send a big congratulations to Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good, who have officially tied the knot. The couple confirmed their engagement last December and recently exchanged vows in a private ceremony. Why we weren't invited, I don't know. But Jonathan even got a bit emotional in a recent interview with Sherry Shepherd while talking, about his love for Meagan. Let's take a look.
You're a married man. What had happened here? You got to tell me about this day.
I said to Megan yesterday, I said, today might be the happiest day of my life. Yeah, I love that woman so much.
You're a man.
I don't know. Not just. Now hear me out. Let me cook. So I just feel like he's a paid actor, right? Now I'm not saying that the tears was fake. I'm not saying that the tears was real. All I'm saying is he's an actor. So how do we know? That man just got let off a case.
So
That's what he crying about, though. Thank God.
Think about it. He probably really do like her. First of all,
Like her.
Well, love her, of course.
Girl.
But look, she rode with him through all the conversations, the bad conversations, what people had to say, through the case when she didn't have to. He finally got something real. He probably happy.
But on his part, though, on his part, she didn't have to do any of that. As a man, of course, if the woman stays with me through all of this, now it's like, yes, I want to marry her. But from her perspective, why? In the beginning, let that man go through that situation and see how he maneuvers the situation so you can properly assess what is happening from beginning to end, because you may very well be the next person in a situation where now you're having to assess how you're going to present yourself when you haven't seen this man angry. This man was dealing with a case. How is he going to deal with it outside of that? You know, what are
We've
the
seen him
situations
angry
with that?
with
with her. But with her,
But
though.
this is the thing. Everybody don't get the same treatment. He may be a different man with her.
That's what I'm saying, though. How would she know that? She has not been dating him in the... To me, right, when you're starting to date someone and you're getting to know someone and you're going through trials and tribulations, that comes after I learned you. It's after I learned you. Not in the beginning when I'm just getting to know you. Now I have to put on the superhero cape to now be a person, a representative of who I may be,
there it is.
right?
Okay, that's
who
your
I may
representative.
be during the process of helping you and being your helpmate.
She had a choice.
Okay, just
How
hold
long have they
that.
been
Hold that.
married?
Right.
I mean, dating, sorry.
Not that long. So do you think Jonathan and Megan's relationship has been completely misunderstood to the public?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes?
Absolutely.
By what means?
Yeah.
It's not, first of all, we are not in their relationship. So everybody has an opinion on it.
Right.
But they don't know what they go through, how they really are. It could be totally different.
Do y'all remember who Megan was when she dated that preacher?
Yes, completely different.
Very different.
Very
woman.
different. Everybody brings out a different version of you. Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Do agree.
Right. Do we like this version of Megan better than that version?
Well, I think
I
this
like
is the
whatever
version
version
she's
make her
used
happy.
to. I think this is her. She's able to like be herself.
Right.
With this person.
a little bit more free.
Yeah, she's a bit more free. I think
Yeah.
more like she was before, more mature, obviously, in maybe her behavior, her outlook on things. But I think that this is the person that she is, and she feels comfortable than when she was with the preacher.
You know know what I think this is? I think this is a case of you were locked up, now you feel free, and this man makes you feel free because he's more hooked on the freedom himself. So she's becoming that person where she feels like, I'm in college now, I'm free, I don't have all of these things going on me. So I think this is why she's having that clingy relationship to him, is what I feel. I don't know the internal about their relationship.
None of us do.
You sure had something to say about it.
I do, because I pay attention.
Yeah,
I pay
you
attention.
With her last one, she could have still felt free, but just dressed more because they're
I don't think she felt
conservative or
free.
whatever.
I'm not talking about just dressing. I'm talking about verbiage, how you carry yourself, right? What you say, body language on the red carpets.
Yeah,
all
well,
of that
look,
shifted.
because of the type of man that she was with.
Again, so
Correct.
that means that she changed based on her counterpart. So if that happens, who are you alone? Who are you after
by
you dated the
yourself.
pastor by yourself?
Yeah.
Who are you after you're dating, what's his name, Jonathan Mayers, by yourself? Why couldn't you sit back and assess properly first before intertwining yourself with this? Because now, even as a public figure, it becomes a part of who
About to
you
fall out my
are.
chair. She said she wanted that man anyways. Some fans are celebrating their love while others are skeptical. Could there be a double standard? Like, do we expect more from celebrity couples rather than everyday couples? I feel like we do.
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like we do, because I feel like when you look at celebrities, you look at like, and I really hate to say it, but I feel like when you see celebrities, people automatically idolize them.
Yeah.
You know, like they look up to them. They expect for them to do everything right in the public eye without even remembering these are people.
Right.
These are regular
Yeah.
people. They just got a little bit more coin.
Right.
Well, for me, I don't really follow the celebrities,
Same.
honestly, because I just like, why?
Yeah.
So I think my life is as important, so I really don't put a lot of stock into celebrity, because a lot of times these marriages are just put together because there's publicity.
Yeah.
They're put together for certain reasons. So I think we would do better to not really like follow them, making them our idols, because, well, you're not supposed to have
Because what the
anyone
Bible
else as an
say,
idol.
your
Yeah.
idols will
I don't
fall.
think it's more
Would
so
you ever
follow them. Ooh, I'm sorry.
No,
Julie,
go ahead.
go
I said finish it.
You know me, y'all. But no, I don't think it's more so idolized. I think because when you're pushed, right, we got to understand the media carries the world. So
Yes.
if it's shown to you, if it's what's put in your face
Yeah.
multiple
Right.
times, you're then going to have an opinion
course.
naturally,
They say
right?
if
So I
opinion
think
is
a
devil.
lot. Yeah, I think a lot of that is just it's being thrown in our face. So then
It
we
is.
become part of conversation.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you ever keep your engagement and wedding private? Or do you think relationships should be celebrated publicly? I'm gonna go first on this one. For me, I feel like once upon a time, I wanted like an intimate wedding, you know, where it was just me and my family and my spouse's, you know, family, and just keep it like real small, real cute.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just like, I don't want it in a castle, baby, but you know, make it worth my while. I only want to do it once. I only want to do it one time, okay? I only want to do it one time, so I want to make sure, you know, when I do it, it's just like it's like the thing that I always dreamed of.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's so crazy because I always dreamed of a big, huge wedding. I am a lover girl.
The complete
right?
opposite now.
And it's like now it's like I don't even care if I found my person for real. Like I don't even care.
You gonna elope?
Huh?
I wish you would.
I
wish you would do it and not give me an invitation. I wish you would.
Oh my goodness.
What about you? What about you?
like
How you feel?
I would go to like the courthouse and
Yeah.
then get married, but I'm gonna have a reception because I have to. I have to.
Well, I think you want to have the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's nice. I mean it's nice to be open with it and to let everybody know that I'm married.
Yeah.
Stay together.
Right.
Okay.
See, that's my issue.
Well,
You can be
Raquel-
married all day, have whatever you want. Can we stay together?
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
That's
Well,
all I got.
we're gonna wrap that up. All right, so let's tap into an ongoing but very necessary conversation. Access to contraception is on the line, and the Act 2 Contraception Act has been blocked in the Senate. So there's so many different views on this topic. So do you think this is more about protection or control?
Control.
All day.
Sure.
But I agree a little. I'm gonna tell you why.
Sunset,
Tell
let's
us
break
why.
it down.
The reason why I agree, guys, is because a lot of times when they're trying to put control on people, it's women. Okay,
Of course.
No, it's the women.
Yeah.
But hear me out. when you start putting control on the men, right?
Different talk.
And we'll get to that because, again, there's laws where they're trying to say contraception starts when you guys decide you're gonna, at erection.
Right.
That has to be something that holds men accountable. Men are the people that reproduce. Whether the woman carry it, men can go to 5, 6 different women and procreate with them and not have a responsibility to do anything for either household.
Right.
Even though we don't respect that.
Exactly.
Go ahead,
So if
Sunset.
he is the person that is now accountable by law, that if you have an erection, if you want to go sleep with this woman, your intention has to be to impregnate her, he's gonna have to think twice. So now women already have to think twice. Whether we do it or not, we have to, because we're the ones who are stuck
I
carrying
see where
it.
you're going. I'm like 50-50.
Okay, I got you.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like 50-50 on it, because I feel the same way. I do feel like men should be held accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm also just like, stop trying to control women.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
I hate that the government just has so much say over what a woman could do with her body. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I really don't think it's out of righteousness. If it was out of righteousness, that's
Right.
one thing, but it's just really out of this selfish control. And like you said, if we really put it on the men, because that's really, if we have a problem, that's the problem. That body part, that's the problem.
Right.
Yep.
Because that's the one that's reproducing, that's the one that's out there doing whatever, it wants to do.
Right.
Right.
Stop putting it on the women. And I think contraceptives needs to be available. I mean, come on.
Yes, it needs to be
And
available.
not only for pregnancy, because we always think pregnancy. It needs
But
to be
Raquel, I'm
for
so sorry, I'm gonna cut
disease.
you off. We have to take a short commercial break because Raquel was about to take us there. But coming right up after this, we have Girlfriend's Guide and Unpopular Opinions. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. You're watching POV.
Hello, social media family. Welcome back to the show. Okay, we have a question for you. What's your guilty pleasure TV show or movie right now that you want to binge?
Mine will always be, okay, so first of all, I don't know if y'all heard of Beauty in Black. That's one
Yes.
of my new favorites.
I've heard of it.
But You is coming back next week.
I've never seen that.
Girl, you are asleep.
Never seen that.
I love
You.
Oh my God, You is so
Girl.
like, if y'all have never seen You at home, binge watch it. We're coming up on season 4.
And
wow.
what does it come on?
Netflix.
Netflix?
Ah.
Yes, girl.
It's
Mine,
amazing.
mine is Blackish, Martin Family, Seinfeld. I watch a bunch of old shows, and Abbott Elementary. Yes.
You have to love Raquel.
Those are my favorites.
Well, I don't really have shows. The only shows that I have is like Power and stuff. Like I like
that's
Raising
Power.
Kanan, that just came back on. I be
Oh, yeah, it
hooked on that.
did.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
that.
I
Hey,
love
you like
all
them gangster.
You feel me? Like that's what I like to watch.
I like Prison Break.
Break
I
is
like
good.
things that get my mind like
Yes.
working.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
Y'all got any other favorite ones?
Seinfeld.
I like
Okay.
BMF.
I like
so
to watch
please,
Seinfeld.
50 Cent,
Ooh,
get
I
over
like
whatever
BMF
you're trying to
too.
get over. I
Same.
need BMF. Please.
Oh, I'm supposed to wrap it up. Okay, y'all hear that? They telling me to wrap it up. So thank you. Hey, y'all put y'all favorite movie or what you gonna binge. Put it in the comments. We look forward to reading it.
Welcome back. This is the part of the show where we talk about all things love, relationships, and everything in between. Let's get into Girlfriend's Guide. So, when it comes to dating, is it smart or messy to keep your options open?
Smart.
So in your honest opinion, do you all see anything wrong with a woman dating multiple people at the same time until she's fully committed? Or is that just part of the process?
She's supposed to.
She's supposed to.
And
Now-
let's clarify dating.
Yes, dating,
Different
not
cultures.
sexing.
Yes,
everyone else.
that's right.
But you can date. You should be able to date. A lot of problems that women have. You talk to one and then you find out you think you like him a little bit. Okay, so you lock in with this one. He's not even locked in with you. But you're literally supposed to date people, learn them like she was stating earlier, and then just see which one is a better fit for you.
You want to know what I think
What you
most
think?
women's problem is, and I suffer from this too myself, ladies.
Yeah.
You know, you think you want to date because I've been single like 10 years,
Yeah.
right? But like dating, dating is a whole nother issue within itself. But you know, you get back out there, you know, after a relationship, whatever, and you start trying to date again, especially in your adult years, right? And then my problem is I feel like I find someone that is my favorite. Right? This is my favorite one to talk to. This is my favorite one to go out on a date with. This is my favorite one to just be around, right? And then the other ones kind of just fall off.
Right.
And then when I really find out who this one is,
Just wasted your time.
now I'm upset. Okay, now I'm mad because I done fell in love with your representative.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And now I see you for who you are.
Right.
And I'm upset because,
How did you treat?
Okay, so can I ask you
right.
this,
And
Julie?
how did I fall for this?
Can I ask you how much time are you giving it?
Oh, before the other ones drop off?
Yeah, you said.
You hear what she said? 'Cause I didn't hear.
I gotta put it back on.
I don't
today.
know. I feel like
my
it's a
favorite
little
one.
toxic
I got it.
sometimes because when I find my favorite, I feel like I'm in love. You know,
There
like
you
I
go.
feel like, baby, we about to get married.
That's
Let's
what I
go.
want.
Junie, hear
Like,
me
we are
out.
together.
Hear me out. That is the issue, though.
the
You guys,
problem.
we gotta give it time. Dating is not we go on 1 or 2 dates.
How
Dating
much is time?
Junie.
Raquel, how much is time for you?
I had the same problem you had, honey.
I want to clear it up because I don't know what I'm doing.
Somebody tell me how to date.
Okay.
Listen, give it time, y'all. And when I say time, I really mean time. I don't want
Yeah.
to say 6 months to a year, but really time, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm very anal about that too, even with relationships, period,
Yeah.
getting to know people. It's give it time. I tell people, I don't know you, I know people. So I've seen a version of you maybe in someone else.
Right.
So I have to learn you. So
Ooh,
I
I
look
feel
at
that. I feel
habits.
that.
I look at patterns, what
Yes.
you like, what you don't like.
Yes.
To be able to see those things, you have to give people time to go through strides.
Right.
So
In
people
different
can't go through
seasons.
seasons in
Yes.
1 month, in 2 dates. No, people go through seasons in months. So I'm
I
not saying
agree.
time is, something to put on it,
Right.
but just give yourself time to
Now
learn
what,
the person.
now what
I'm gonna
happened
watch
if
this
we a
again.
year in and they representative is good?
Listen,
I'm
it
talking about
happens.
it's good.
Listen, my brothers, they have great representatives.
Ooh.
But if you pay attention to your non-negotiables from the beginning,
Yes.
you will see it. You will
Yes.
see it
And
in
your
your
brothers stay
representative.
Haitians.
Okay.
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying?
but-
Okay,
but-
so
but
listen,
when
so
you-
listen,
No, no.
so listen. So where should you draw the line before dating multiple people becomes unhealthy?
That is
Well, probably in sex.
introspective. That
I
is
feel like you
depending
should
on
know
what
that.
you. Yeah, it's depending on you.
feel like you would know.
Yeah.
Okay, you would know when to stop dating.
Yes.
You're not.
Okay, so
Remember we
Raquel.
talked about but
Raquel.
remember we just talked about non-negotiables. If
Right.
someone crossed the line and you know, like, I would have never dealt with something like this. Don't go
Exactly.
past that.
Right.
I don't care how good
That's
they
that
may
boundary.
look,
Stop it
how
right
much you
there.
may like them. They may be your fave, but
Right.
that one thing that you know is part of your non-negotiable, that's where it stops. Cold
What you
turkey.
think, Raquel?
What I think is I'm learning how to date
Yeah.
because my best friend is a man and he encourages me date people, but it's hard for me because I don't understand how to do that. I meet one person, I think I should just talk to that person, but that's not the case. It should be multiple people you
Yeah.
talk to.
But
And
then people get offended, right?
but that's not their business because if we're all dating,
Open communication.
Say it again,
though.
girl, because
I mean,
people
that's just
didn't
not
hear
their
you in the
business.
back.
If we're all dating and we know that's what it is, then I guess I would know that he's dating other women
Yep.
and checking out women and seeing if he likes them. He's checking out me. I'm checking out him.
See,
We're all checking. I just don't understand how to make that work. Because I meet this person and I may not meet anybody
Communication.
else
I'm
for
getting
5 months
hot
that I like to
communication.
spend time with.
It's really communication. And a lot of
Communication.
times, like you said, when we first like somebody, we want really control over the situation.
I want all
We
your
like this, we
attention.
want
I'm
this.
sorry.
And it's like, no, because you got to understand, everybody's not meant to
I don't
date.
understand that I'm
Some
not your
people is
favorite.
just meant to be a great person to you, like a
Yeah.
great friend.
Yes,
And sometimes
but if-
we mess it up by trying to romanticize it, and then now they're out of your life forever, and they really
I'm
was
just trying to
supposed
figure
be a
out why
great
I'm
friend.
not your favorite. Remember,
But
Nikki and I said, I just want to be your
listen,
favorite.
y'all, as humans, be honest,
I just
y'all.
wanna be with one
Do
person.
you really, if y'all had a choice, would you rather be with the same person from when you were like 10 years old all the way to 65?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
I would
can
prefer
love
being
for
with the
real.
same person.
I can really
I
love.
actually do not agree with that. I think y'all say
I don't
that.
know.
I
Depending on
if
who that
was the
person
rea-
was
the
when I
reason
was
why I say
10.
that exactly. I was just gonna get to
Yeah,
that.
I don't know.
You're not even the same person.
No.
We're ever evolving.
You're not
Right.
even the same you. So that's why I say that. I led with that to say
But you
we're
said 10.
changing.
Yeah.
Right, but we're changing every single day, y'all. So
Right.
that person that was compatible. I said compatible, y'all. Compatible with you,
Don't be
right?
combating with me.
No, not that person that was compatible with you at 10, 11 is not going to be compatible.
Might have
with
changed
you.
to a
But what about from
completely different
25 to 35?
Those
You
are-
could have
those
changed
are
by
separate-
then too.
Exactly,
But
but
so
that's
if
what
you
I
got
mean.
married at 25, then you've changed at 35?
Yes.
So
mean,
you don't
you
be with the
can.
same person?
But if
Hold
that
on, y'all.
person
Hold
is
on, hold on,
changing
hold on.
with you,
That's
then
too much. That's too much, y'all. That's too much.
This is the wrap up.
Listen, date and use your discernment, but we got to move on. All right, so let's get into our final segment of the day, which is unpopular opinion. So we are taking things over to Africa with an interesting tradition, which is called the Nigerian bride price. A tradition where the groom pays the bride's family a compensation for taking their daughter as his wife. Now, the requirements vary depending on the tribe. Take a look at this for
Number
example.
1, the Okrika people of River State. Grooms willing to marry an Okrika bride shall pay lump sums to each of the parents of the bride, as well as other family members. This includes the grandfathers, the uncles, the unmarried girls in the bride's age group.
He's so distracted.
It was so abrupt.
It was hard for me to even really get into this clip because he was just so distracting. I had to turn the sound off so I could understand what was going on.
Okay.
But I just
okay.
needed to say that. I'm sorry. It bothered me.
Okay, so how do we feel about what we
I
said?
like it. I really
Okay,
like it. Like
okay.
you should pay for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta pay to play.
I shouldn't come free.
Well, you got a price? What's your price?
Right.
I think
only
But
thing
I was asking for the viewers. I was asking for the viewers.
What's your price?
I think he's proving that he can take care of his wife. He can take care of his family.
Right.
It also says that he can take care of his family financially and emotionally, and so maybe that's what this proves.
You think that it says that emotionally?
It said that in the script when I researched it, that's what the dowry was about.
Oh, okay.
Financially and emotionally.
Okay. How do we prove that?
In many African tribes, bride price just isn't about money. It's a symbol of respect, appreciation, and commitment to the bride's family. How do y'all feel
Commitment.
about that?
Commitment.
I just feel like if you're
gonna marry into another
overboard,
family.
like how they do for the African weddings, which I've been to one. If you go overboard and do all that you have to do not play with that young lady. Like you're taking her away from the home. They are giving you their daughter. Don't play with her.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Imagine
To
you
me-
go through all of that just to be cheated on.
But that's
did
what I
he
was
pay
just
a
gonna say.
dowry?
Tomatoes. It's tradition there. Here, you get married. It's the same thing. Marriage is marriage, y'all. It's serious whether you go to the courthouse or whether you have cows and rainbows and butterflies.
Yeah.
If that man is gonna play with you, he's gonna play with you. So this is cute, right? It's part of their tradition. So it's like, okay, cool. I don't take that serious because what I take serious is the person themselves.
Yeah.
Who are they? What are they characters?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Is this man a person that is going to love on her, honor her, cater to her, take care of her?
Right.
I don't know none of that by him giving me cows.
Yeah, you say the dowry doesn't.
I don't know none of that. I need to sit with that man.
Sunset said your cow ain't
Yeah,
worth nothing
no.
over
It's
here.
cute. It's
But
cute. It's cute.
listen. Would you appreciate this level of dedication from your potential husband?
Yes.
Well, I want him to. My
Yeah.
potential husband, I would want him to be dedicated to my
Yeah.
family because we need to be taken care of, and that's what he's supposed to do. So if he's going to be the head, I would expect that he's going to be the head. He's going to be the man, and he's going to be able to provide and protect and take care of us. And if the dowry proves that, then give me the dowry.
Okay. So how do you think the marriage rates would be in America if we were to apply this African tradition?
Wouldn't be
Girl,
nice.
People
wouldn't
wouldn't
get
get
that-
married so
Hold on.
fast.
Like
Well-
we are so arrogant sometimes. They'll be like, "Oh, man, I'm not doing all that." Well, I would say little boys would say that.
Yeah.
But probably a grown man who would take that serious, they would do it.
But let me tell you something.
you
You
said,
could move the needle for a man.
Yeah.
And we just talked about this. He could
Right.
be a whole representative just to do what you just
Correct.
moved the needle to. That is not going to change that man's character and what
Right.
he's going to do. So we could
how we
say,
supposed
hey,
to
in
ever
America, you got to pay, and then when you get married, I do this. They're just going to do just that, and then move right along doing what they said they were going to
Well,
do.
they say
Like, I
that
guess
Africa has the lowest amount of divorce rates.
Absolutely.
And the dowry, the dowry is illegal in the States.
Because
illegal here.
third-party countries in general, y'all, have lower divorce rates because it's more, again, you see how America is more based on patriarchy.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother level of patriarchy in the other countries. Okay, my country included. Guys, I'm Haitian.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm speaking on that from that perspective, where you really can't divorce, right? My mother was married to my father, the only man she's ever been with. That man drug her through everything. But again, because it's part of culture, she stayed.
Please.
Okay.
Until she got to
y'all-
America.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Then
no,
she
ma'am.
said, bye
Well,
bye.
y'all, that's a wrap for today's show. But before we go, in honor of Women's History Month, we want to highlight Vanessa Williams, who was the first Black woman to be crowned Miss America in 1983. She broke barriers and continued to inspire till this day. And on that note, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to catch Point of View weekdays only on Afro TV. Bye.